The Kingdom of Greenland and the Red Union have teamed up. They have brought down the Green Navies, distracted the Pelennese Navy, and now they're going to be mounting a full Armymen coastal invasion. So we're going to be having the Reds on the right flank and the Green Marines landing on the left flank. So previously in Army Men of War, we know that two plasticium mining companies, being Sunk Industries and Grump Industries, were both embezzling millions and millions of plastic credits into an offshore account. You can currently hear them being tortured in the background. You guys voted for it. For some reason you want me to give them poisonous burritos, I don't know why. But yeah, they were caught over here, look, at Tangeria Mining Co., which is now back in the hands of the Oranges and, well, I guess the UCP, because they owned Tangeria now. So those guys are getting interrogated, and I can officially say that it has something to do with Baron von Krasny, who is the Red leader back in the Human Dimension. Some of you guys might remember him from Season 1. So before we start today's battle, I just wanted to go over what's going on with the Blues and Greys. So if you guys remember, the Greys occupied the capital city of the Blues and took the king hostage, and that was a plan between the Grey Kaiser and also the Green Queen and the Reds. They all put it together, and now they have the Blue King. They're just going to give it back to the Blues on the terms that they joined the UCP and end this war with the Green Nation. So that's why they did it. So the Greys will now be leaving Britannia and giving it back to the Blues. So that's quite smart, really. That's some good story right there, in my opinion. So, like I say, let's get right into this battle over here. Let's shake my cursor again and zoom right in to our D-Day Coastal Sea invasion by Green Army men against Purples. I don't know why I said it like that. Let's go. So the battle has commenced, and we have the Green Marine Division under the command of General Grattan Jr. He's the head of the Green Army, and we also have Captain Redkov over here on the right, look, leading his forces. There's not as many Reds as there are Greens in this battle, but they are going to be attacking these Pelennese coastal defences right here, which are loyal to the Mad King Arepo, who the guy who's just sacked the capital city of the Purple Lands, which is Palantis. And this is going to be some epic battle because we have a full beach invasion. Look at this. We've got green LCVPs right here, some Higgins boats coming in with some fresh troops. They're going to start mounting a full-scale invasion of this continent now. They've also brought up some of these rafts to bring up some of their vehicles, and they're just going to keep pushing forward. The reason that we're just skipping straight to the land battle is because you can't really do naval battles in this game. I would have done a cool naval battle before this, especially because the Pelennese are famous for their navies. But I thought, you know, we're going to do a cool distraction. They distracted the naval ships of the Purples. What is this tank doing? Oh, I thought he was going to one-man army it then. And yeah, so I thought we'll just skip straight to the battle. We've got some M1 Abrams moving up. We've got a hell of a lot of infantry. I have no idea who's going to win this battle, but whatever happens in this battle will reflect what happens in the next, like all the videos. We've got an MLRS, I can't even say MLRS or whatever it's called over here. We're just going to call it a missile thing. It's shooting at the artillery defences over here. Look at this. As if, look, they took out the whole artillery battery already on this battlefield. You're going to see them split up, go in different directions to try and take these fortresses on the hills. So these fortresses consist of little temples. Look how epic these things look. These go underground into the mountain, into a sort of catacombs of barracks, just like the Japanese in World War II, I guess. The Purples do have stolen weapons. If you remember, the Oranges previously mobilized them, they militarized them, gave them loads of orange weapons, so that's why you'll see all the Purple soldiers with a lot of orange guns. But they do have some of their own as well, including this huge tan artillery piece. Look at this thing. That's pretty epic. The Greens are making their push. Not too sure about the Reds. The Reds have tried to push on the center, but have been absolutely obliterated. They are T-80s, they are, which are like the best red tank in the game at the moment, I think. We have more Purples reinforcing this fortress, a couple of RPGs right here. They're going to try and stop the Reds and the Greens on their flank. That's the key, so you take the flank of an army, that's it, their army's just sandwiched. We have some Green Marines over here, look, taking cover behind some rocks. As you can notice, look, you can tell the difference between each green soldier, because these guys look a little bit different to the average infantryman. Like they've got like a sort of sheet over their helmet. Oh, like a camouflage. But the purples are trying their best to stop the right flank. Let's have a look at the left flank. This would be the main beachhead right here. Look at this for a beachhead. It looks absolutely mean. Look at that. That's a choke point right there. One thing I am in charge of in this battle, the Greens asked me and I says, yeah, of course I can help you guys out because they won't do it themselves. And that's just blind fire artillery. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blind fire some there. And we're going to see how it affects the purple defences right there. Look at that. That's so cool. Raining some missiles on them. Got more green squads moving forward now. Some of them just aren't phased by all of the gunfire. I think we might need to call some artillery on that right hand mountain there as well. Look at that thing. It's a beast. We've got an Abrams coming up. They've got auto turrets on the top. Look, you don't even have to put a man on the top of them anymore. These nations are constantly evolving. Like I say, the reds, well, the whole world pretty much, apart from the pinks and the purples now, are all united under the UCP ruling, meaning that there is going to be a united world order. And we have two candidates, and I want you guys to vote in the Discord actually. Let's have a look. I'll get it up right here what the current vote is as of this video. And we can see that Tsar Valentine and Queen Ivy are the top candidates for the UCP leadership. If the UCP can have a leadership, then we know that they can rule the whole world basically, and that's because they own majority of the forces in and around the Tan Empire and Greenland, so they're pretty much the strongest. I mean, the Red Union, look at the Red Union now, right? They've got all those soldiers from fighting Obsidian, the Dark Armies. Damn it. We're losing a lot of men on the right. I wasn't expecting to lose this many men. But yeah, they've got a lot of armies stationed in Tangeria at the minute, meaning that they have took full control of the Tan Empire and all of their economy, as well as owning their territory in the north as well. And then you've got the Greens. They are pretty much the second strongest, being the current leader of the UCP. But we've got two contenders now. You've got Tsar Valentine, and then you've got Queen Ivy. So like I say, vote in the Discord. It'll be cool to see who you guys want to be the leader of this united world order. They are both unionists as well, so it kind of makes sense. And another thing as well, the Queen is known for going with other plastic races. If you remember, she used to be married to an orange, so maybe I think the Queen might do something like maybe just try and seduce the red leader. Just think of that. Think of those two as a power couple. Maybe they should get married. That's a pretty cool idea. I think Queen Ivy and Tsar Valentine should meet up and maybe think about tying the knot. That way they can both lead the world. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. The Greens at the moment have completely obliterated this left flank of purples. Look, these trenches are no more. But that mountain right there is absolutely devastating. Look at that. Try and get a good view of the purple shooting down at these greens. I've got a I'd like to call that a 50 cal, but I think it's bigger. These are the things that are mounted on boats. These have clearly took these from the ships and just mounted them on their beach defences. The purples are mounting a counter-attack on the left flank, so this is not good. They might actually be able to repel this UCP attack. But with a united world order being the UCP, bringing all their ships forward, they're going to be bringing up the Greys, they're going to be bringing Tans. We're going to be seeing every colour invade this continent right here. I only test these battles once, you see, so I don't know who's going to win. I just tend to go with the flow, and I make the next episode after I find out what's happened in this episode, which is kind of mad, really. Especially when you're a YouTuber, because it just stops me from being able to do daily videos. Right, this guy's like, we need artillery! Okay, we're going to give him a little hand right here, so... I did try and script these to shoot themselves, but for some reason they just don't, so I've got to literally just blind fire them like this, look. But we get a shot right there. Brilliant. Oh, let's see how much damage it does. Oh, come on. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at the fireworks. The purples do have a constant supply of reinforcements as well, which come out of these catacombs. But that was a really good artillery shot right there. Wiped out this whole hill. The only problem is they take so long to reload, so the second that you've used them, that's it then. You're not going to get many more shots. Purples still secure the centre. Their counter-attack is literally destroying our platoons over here. Maybe if we pull this red artillery, we might be able to do a bit more damage. There we go, we're going to pull you up as well. We need all the help we can get. But so far, so good for the purples. The greens are literally pinned down now on this little island. They're using the trees, the destroyed trees. We've got some craters in the floor and the rocks. Some really good cover. I believe the purples do have Nurble-Werfers as well. I think I keep seeing them. The greens, on the other hand, have secured the left beachhead. I have no idea how they got that tank up there. I kind of wish I saw it, but I don't think he's going to be an active member of this battle. Not like that anyway. But then again, he's in a good position. Anybody that runs outside that catacomb now will get instantly killed by a tank, so good strategy, greens. There's a smoke grenade on top of him. Right, but other than that, they have secured the left flank. It's just a matter of time until they secure the right flank. Is that a auto turret? That must be being controlled from underground. He's going to test it with a grenade, I think. You going to throw it? No, maybe not. Other than that, I think there's no more purples alive around here. You've got some purples over here, look, trying to pay attention to this tank. I don't know if he's dead or glitched or what, but he's just stood there. Let's have a look at the flank where all the fighting's going on. Purple still advancing against the greens. The right flank has been completely obliterated. General Grattan Jr. is not going to be a happy man. He might have to resign if this doesn't work, so maybe we could do another vote in the Discord to see who can replace General Grattan Jr. That's one of my goals for the future. When we come up with Season 4 in the coming weeks, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving more personality to the generals and giving you guys more of a decision on who fights what battle, which will affect the style of the battle. So could you imagine that? Imagine if you've got one general, right, which is really good at sieges, and he's in the area of a battle, and maybe it's not a siege, but the guy he's facing is a really good tactician with infantry. He'll just completely get annihilated. So whatever the traits are on the generals in the future, right, will depend what happens in the battle when it comes to strategy. But the right flank seems to be completely secure. Not too sure about the left flank though. Left flank has been completely overwhelmed. What they can do is now, if they can get some troops up here... Oh, they don't know that they're here, look. It's a bit of an ambush right there. What are you doing? I want to get this guy on there.
Weapons. Someone else.
Get him on the artillery. Can he do it? Oh no, he's got to repair it. Never mind. Still. Oh. Grenade out.
They're splitting up. Make it.
Who's going to win this battle? Let me know in the comments. Pause the video right here. Tell me who you guys think is going to win this battle. So we know that the greens own the left, but the purples own the right. But it's just a matter of time until... Well, I don't know, you know. It's a matter of time until the greens take this trench for sure, because there's just an overwhelming amount of them. So yeah, I think the greens might take this trench, but then they've got to circle round the back of these catacombs over here, and then try and outflank the centre, because the purples seem to still own the centre. Do the purples own the fortress though? They even own the fortress still. This flank has been completely annihilated by the purples. I don't think we have any reds left apart from the artillery. What are you guys doing? Come on, we need you. Bring them a bit closer. See if the artillery can make a little bit of a difference. That's what we need as well. So we're going to bring these forward and try and throw some support on the right flank for the UCP. I think all the reinforcements for the purples now have stopped, but they still own the centre. They have lost the left flank. Kinda. Then again, it's a bit of a stalemate by the looks of it. No, we can class that as a win on this side, for sure, for the Greens. It's just the rest of them have been destroyed. The purples own the centre, and they still own the fortress, so it's all up to these land mattresses. Let's just try one shot with these land mattresses. One last counter-attack. If the Greens and the other UCP forces can't do it, then we're just going to call it and say it's a purple victory. Which means that we'll be coming back for a second attack, but from a different location. So maybe you guys could analyse the battle map and see where would be the best place to attack Pearl. Maybe send some strategies my way on Discord.
They're splitting up.
Where's...
It's an ambush. Take cover.
They're splitting up.
I wonder where these land mattresses have gone. Here's one coming right here. I wonder if it's in range. What we're going to do is we're going to move it just here, if we can. And I'm just going to fire blind at... I don't know, where's the best place? We do have some greens at the back here. Oh, the flanking maneuver might just work. They've taken the catacombs.
I'm hit.
Not good. I love this jungle map, it looks so cool. Like I say, big shout out to Gunther. What we do is, one of my team, they designed the basis of the map, the basics of it, like the sort of layout, and then I come and add to it, and add the detail. It's a really good system. It seems to work. It's been so long for me to do this video, it's took me like a week just to do this one video. I wish I could do them quicker. Right, we're just going to charge. Charge. And now, where's the land mattress? Come on, we got this. One shot, that's all we need. We're going to cover and fire them from... Do you know what, we're just going to do the centre. I think it was a bit blind there. Oh, it did a little bit of damage. They've still got an anti-aircraft gun over here though. I might have to call this a purple victory. I just don't think the Greens have it in them. I tell you what, I'm going to let you guys vote in the comments because there just isn't enough men for another advance by the looks of it. I mean, if you had that many casualties, you'd retreat, right? You wouldn't really do anything. So they're just going to keep exchanging fire. The Greens are going to keep this beach secure. So at this stage, I think what they would do is they would dig in with foxholes and things like that and try and hold the beach for as long as possible. What the Greens are going to do now with the Reds, they're going to bring down the Tangerian Navy, the Red Navy and the Green and the Grey Navy, and they're going to try and take out the Peloponnese fleets if they can, or at least try and blockade them from getting towards the main Green Navy, because it's the Green Navy which they're all relying on to mount this invasion because it's the closest to Pearl, obviously. But yeah, so we're going to end this video here. If you enjoyed this kind of content, do leave a like. Also, drop a bomb on that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. See, look, the purples are pushing on the centre now. So yeah, the Greens are going to dig in and they're going to try and hold the beach. So if you want to see a part 2, let me know in the comments. And yeah, but I would definitely declare this a Peloponnese victory. See you in the next one.